Welcome back to Vanlife 365, where we bring you along our travels from walking our cats to losing our cats. I'm Kayler.
I'm Zach.
Let's get into it. So if you couldn't tell, this episode is about our cats.
Our babies.
If you're listening on like Spotify or something, make sure you check over on our YouTube to watch the cats because they will be in this video. And they're adorable, so you want to see them. So go to the YouTube, subscribe over there. Would you like to introduce our cats?
So we have two cats. And if you haven't seen them yet, go to our Instagram because they're everywhere over there. But we have a black one.
She's kind of spotted.
Yeah. But we have her, and her name is Eno. And she is crazy.
Yeah,
she loves
she's
to
psycho.
run around in the middle of the night and cause a ruckus. And then we have Tamari. We have a brown cat that's spotted as well. They look very similar. And she is crazy as well at night. They are very unique in their personalities, though. I think Tamari's more outgoing with people. Like if a new person comes in, she'll like say hi.
Yeah.
But Eno will hide.
But we should talk about their names.
So their names are just basically from Naruto, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't watched that, watch it. Kayler has not watched it.
No, I have not. But I still love what I have watched, and that's why we named the cats what they're named.
They are both 2 years old. We got them around the same time. We adopted them basically, we sent the applications in the same day. And we got Tamari earlier than we got Eno. Tamari was with us for about a week and a half to 2 weeks before we even got Eno.
I don't remember. But we got both of them when they were little babies that could fit in our hands, and now they're gigantic.
They're not gigantic. They're a regular sized cat. They're both short-haired domestic. Tamari's kind of medium.
Yeah.
Tamari's a little bit longer than Eno. Eno's very short. I want a long hair cat too in the future.
I don't. We already have enough hair with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, Eno is very spazzy. She attacks everything. She gets playful, and when she gets too excited, she starts like biting your hand, not aggressively, but like clawing at you, like
yeah,
biting
just
you.
playful.
Yeah. And Tamari, she likes to play independently with like a toy. She doesn't really like us playing with her very much.
She doesn't like our hands, but she'll play like with a toy.
Yeah.
Like if we have one of those toys on a stick or something.
On a string.
Yeah, she'll play with that all day.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like care to play with like us, like growl her up. She just is like, stop touching me.
Yeah.
But she loves to be pet. Like you could pet her for hours. She loves her butt being scratched.
Yeah.
And Eno hates it. Eno will attack you if you touch her butt because she doesn't like that. And
They're both very sassy as well.
very, very sassy.
Like, our cats are expressive.
Yes, and we love that. Eno's just crazy, but Tamari, when we don't feed her, like right in the morning as we get up, she'll just sit there and watch you do everything right next to the food until you do it.
And just glare at you.
Yeah. And she'll like, she's one of those cats that always look grumpy.
No.
Not always.
She's just
most
very
of the
good at
time.
looking grumpy.
Yeah, when she wants to look grumpy, she can look grumpy.
Yeah. They also have hobbies and interests along with their sassy, emotional parts of them. Eno loves rubber bands and marshmallows.
She likes to tear the rubber bands up.
Yeah, but also eat them
On
and
accident.
like chew them.
Yeah, it's like a gum.
Yeah.
It's like a feeling to her, but she accidentally swallows them sometimes.
Yeah, it's not good. So
No.
whenever we see her with one, we have to take it away immediately. We also have a sink faucet that's like a filter, and it has a little stream of water when you do like the filtered part, and she loves drinking that. She
Yeah.
won't go for the main faucet. It's like
Too much.
too much for her, yeah.
Like when I wake up in the morning, she jumps, when I get out of bed, she jumps up on the sink waiting for me to turn it on a little bit, because I usually turn it on to fill up a coffee pot of water, and she'll drink the water
As it goes.
as it goes in.
Yeah.
So sometimes we have to like stop her, but like she loves drinking from the faucet rather than her bowl, because her bowl can be completely full.
Yeah.
But if the faucet's on, she's there. So
And then Tamari loves her food.
Tamari loves food.
Yeah.
She loves her wet food more than her dry food, but she will eat her dry food. She is a very eaty girl.
Yeah. But
She's
she
what are
doesn't
those
really
called?
like treats.
She's a foodie.
She's a foodie. Only for her specific food, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And we found out she can't eat
Yeah.
fish
She has a sensey stomach.
Yeah, very sensitive. She loves her food, but we had to switch from old food to sensitive stomach food for the dry food.
Yeah.
And then we were feeding her tuna, salmon, chicken, turkey, and whenever we gave her fish, she threw up. So we rotated to, she can only eat poultry.
Yeah.
So we only can do chicken and turkey.
It's so odd.
Without her like puking everywhere. But when she gets it, she loves it.
Okay, let's talk about how they are in the RV.
So it's definitely weird for them, considering they went from seeing us maybe 10 hours a day to seeing us 24 hours a day all the time. I think it was weird for them in the beginning because they were just like, they usually always like wanted to be around us when we were home because they didn't see us all the time. But now since they see us all the time, like when they first started, they were confused.
And they went from a big apartment to a tiny RV.
I think that's also why Tamari sat on our laps when we first started driving, and now she would rather not, is because like, I'm gonna see you all day. Like in the beginning, she'd want to like, whenever we move the vehicle, she'd be on one of our laps the whole entire ride, no matter how long it was.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because she wasn't used to seeing us all the time. But now she is, and she sits right in between us. I think they're getting used to it. I also, additional to like seeing us, whenever we leave for extended period of time, and when we get back, they're waiting for us. Like now they miss us.
Yeah, Eno greets us at the door.
Yeah. And
Tamari like
sits by the trash can and looks at us.
Yeah. Eno kind of likes going on walks. Tamari still is not the greatest fan, but we bring them on walks still.
Something has changed with Eno. Eno got outside recently, and we'll tell the story later on, but she got outside and she explored the outdoors. We thought she was lost, but we got her back in, and now when
You're just telling the whole story.
No, I'm not. But now when I open the door, she tries to get out. Like she didn't run out, but she like walks over to the steps and like looks outside, and she'll try to like step down.
Yeah.
So that's something new.
They're both like okay with being outside. I think the stroller Tamari doesn't like. She constantly meows when she's in that. It's so cute.
I think it's
funny.
just because she can't touch us.
Yeah.
You know, or we can't touch her.
But she doesn't really like being on a leash. So, and Tamari went on a hike on a leash, partially in your arms as well.
Mostly in my arm.
Yeah. And
but
then
anyway,
Eno was in a backpack, and they were so cute.
Let's talk about what we've learned taking our cats from an indoor cat in the apartment into an RV. Because it is very different. In the apartment, we always used the gray basic litter. If you don't know, it's very potent. It smells like litter.
It smells gross.
It smells like a cat box, right?
Yeah.
If they peed in it or not, it still has a smell, and it's really bad. So when we moved in the RV, we had these wood pellets that they used. It was all natural. You literally could take it and dump it outside because it was only wood and like their poop and pee.
Yeah.
So there was nothing harmful to the environment. It was actually good for the environment. We started using that when we got in the RV, and that was amazing. It's really good. It didn't smell. We could leave it for a while, scoop it out every once in a while, and then dump it out, and then just refill. We got like a $50-pound bag for like $10.
Yeah.
Less than $10.
It was super cheap.
And it lasted us, what, 2.5 months?
I don't think it was that long.
It was amazing. We didn't smell cat once. Like a litter box. At the end of the trip, we had to get more litter, and we weren't near a Tractor Supply or a place that sold that, and we had to get the regular litter.
Yes.
And that is horrible in the RV.
It's been quite sucky.
Yeah.
It stinks. Like, we're at my parents' house parked, so when we're like out and about during the day and we get back, all it smells like is litter in here, so we have to open every window and air it out and then like close the bathroom door. We didn't have to do that once with the wood pellets, so it's just gross now. But we're at the end of this litter, so we're about to go restock on some more wood pellets.
Yes.
Finally.
As we moved into the RV as well, with our cats with us 24/7, I feel like we have became more. They're more involved with our life. Like I guess we spend more time with them, but like we care. I don't want to say care more because we've always loved them. But like we think about them a lot more.
And we're like, are they gonna be too hot? Can they last this long? Are they gonna need more water? Are they gonna need more food? And we just think about like everything they're gonna need way more, even though we're spending way less time away from them. Another thing that has gotten more prevalent as you move into an RV is the hair. It's everywhere. Constant hairs on you. I feel like in the apartment it wasn't so bad because they had way more space to like move and lay around, so it was more dispersed. So when we cleaned, it was like not as dramatic as in here where it's like tiny.
Yeah, it's just, we have to just wipe down the fabric more often.
Yeah, like a lot more often.
Yeah, but I think that's everything in a small space. Like we have to clean our
Yeah.
dishes more often, we have to sweep the floor more often. So I think it's just one of those things that we have to do more often now, but it definitely was a transition. Another thing is vet. Whenever you have to go to a vet, we have cat insurance for both of our cats, so if our cats ever have something unexpected, like a broken leg or something like that, we can basically get, I think, 90% back. And we can go to any vet in the US. So, but we pay up front and they reimburse us after. If we ever need like pills or medication, we have to have it shipped to us. But there's an online vet thing, or we could just take it to a vet and they could give it to us and then get reimbursed.
Tamari got ear mites like a month ago, and luckily his parents were coming into town, so we just called our local vet and they picked up the medication and flew it down with them to us. We didn't have to worry about anything for that because we already knew it was ear mites, so we didn't need to go like get a checkup for her. So that was the only vet related thing we had on this trip so far.
Yeah, but it did put us in a weird situation because you're not at a place where you can just go. Like you have to call a vet, see if they're available, see if they have a certain medicine.
And when you're in your hometown, like, you know what vets are good and bad. When you're out and about, like, you have no idea. Yeah, because we have vets in our town that, like, suck. If we're in Florida, we don't know where to go, and we choose the sucky one. That could
Yeah,
be
we don't want our
really
cats
bad.
we want the best care for our babies.
Yeah. So we got lucky with that.
So that's one thing that's very difficult with that. But I think that kind of wraps up all, like, what we've learned so far from moving from an apartment. Everything else is pretty similar. They definitely, if you do move animals into RV, they're going to find new favorite places. They're going to move around. They're going to find places you don't want them to find. Like, when we were driving, Tamari would start hiding under my seat.
Yeah.
And my seat has, like, springs because I'm, like, the driver's seat. So, like, bumps don't make me, fly. And I was afraid of her tail just getting caught in one of those springs.
Yeah.
So we needed to, like,
fill in the seat.
Yeah, we just put shoes under there, but like you're gonna have we're gonna have more situations like that. But
and above our bed where the slide is, when it slid in, they like to crawl up and hide under there, which freaked us out so bad.
In the beginning,
one time we just lost them and we're like, where did they go?
Yeah.
And they were up there. You have to check like everything and make sure it's safe for them, like no matter what.
You also need to make sure they can't get out, or can't get into your walls.
Be aware of wires and things.
Yeah, if your cat is chew on stuff, make sure you check that, get that covered, or just wrap it more.
You have to check everything.
Everything's exposed, so just make sure.
So before we wrap up, we want to tell the story about Eno getting out recently. We were at my dad's house, and for some reason, the screen door did not shut, and we didn't notice.
I don't believe that. So we left all the windows and doors open to air it out because it smelled like litter. I came in here and I walked out. I swear I shut the door. I think there's multiple ways things could happen. Our screen door opens very easily if you just hit the thing because it's broken. There's like not another thing on the side and the lock doesn't work the best. But anyway, it could have been like Eno saw a bug and jumped up because she's notorious for doing that. She jumped on the screen, but she could have hit it. I could have shut the door and it didn't lock because sometimes it doesn't lock.
Push it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have happened. But anyway, the door was open. It was like nothing was stopping them from walking right on out.
And so my dad was outside and he looked over and saw the door was open, so he called Zach.
Well, he went in and saw Tamari.
Yeah, I didn't see Eno.
He's like, I see one on the phone. So I came out, I looked in all Eno's spaces, all the other spaces, and Tamari was the only one in here. We started freaking out.
We looked to the road first just to make sure the worst didn't happen, and it didn't. And then we were looking everywhere and like calling her name, shaking the food. Was I in here?
Yeah, you were in here. I was like going outside and your dad was walking inside to get his shoes because he didn't have shoes on. And he saw Eno in the front part of the RV, and I think she went up into the frame of the RV to hide, or like on a tire.
Oh my gosh.
Or something like that to hide because she was scared. Because I looked all around the RV, nowhere. I looked behind the garage, nowhere. I was just like, I swear she just hid up in there. And so I looked down and she was right there. So I called her and she walked right up to me.
Yeah, she wasn't like...
She wasn't running.
No, but she also wasn't scared to like come up to us. Like,
No.
she was more than happy to come to us.
Yeah, she was all puffed up, like she saw some stuff. She wants to go outside more, so we might put her harness on more and let her walk outside with us more often. But like, we were scared. We literally thought we lost a cat.
That's our most recent cat story. A little panic attack. But that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure you rate us 5 stars. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and turn on bell notifications. Make sure you click the links in our description to get all of our socials and all of the things. And we'll see you next time.
Peace.